Social media is a double-edged sword in a lot of ways. A lot of nowadays, but particularly in the States, at little clubs and at big arena shows, at all shows, quite honestly, you've got big stars and you'll have to put your phone in like a little pouch so you can't record or that. And that's only ever happened once here. It was totally top secret. Sacha Baron Cohen came in and he came in for 3 nights running. It was in COVID times, but he came in, he was working on some project or another. Got a bit messy, but what happened is Rove, McManus and Sacha Baron Cohen are mates. Sacha Baron said, Rove, can you get me over to Perth? And Rove said, I'll make a few phone calls. We invited him over, but the proviso was, like is often the case with big stars, it had to be completely secret, no names mentioned, nothing. Like if word got out, these stars just don't come. So you can't tell anybody. But we just said there's a show happening on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Cheap tickets, $20 tickets or something. We can't say anything except just come to this show. Yeah. Oh yeah. We don't need any more ice talk. The yeah. Let's go for that then. So this is the bar, pretty much well set up bar. We're just changing out one of the beers today, actually. We have Gage Roads beer. There's other beers like Corona and what's not, what's not or what's what in there. But Gage Roads, great people, really nice beer. There's nothing that they do that I don't like, so I like everything. The wine people, we have one supplier for wine, which is Miles from Nowhere. Really nice wine, just really enjoyable. Our philosophy is we can find cheap rubbish wine. You can do it in so many places, but we've had 2 complaints, maybe 3 complaints in 7 years about the wine. If someone, I don't like it, okay, well, we'll just give you another glass, tip that away. What do you want? Another one? Try another one. We don't care. Wine doesn't cost much. White wine's nice and cold. The rosé. If it's something worth having, we'll book it up there. Yeah, they know, they trust us, I think. But that was one of the deals with his management, that everyone's phone was confiscated until after the event, you know. And I get it. It's different when it's a local comedian. You don't want their material taped and put onto Facebook or something like that. But it's unlikely that would happen. But if it's someone like that that's working on a new concept show or something, the last thing they want is the word to get out. And in bad quality footage with shit audio, Sacha Baron Cohen doing stand-up comedy, no wonder they don't want it out there. I can get it completely. And it was one of those moments again. He was on that stage, go marching onto the stage, come up up the side passage there. There's a fire escape, and no one bothered him. He doesn't, he just looked in. He was just there to do a job. He wasn't there to make friends. He just wanted to do his stuff, and he was just marched on stage. The bloody roof came off. Sacha Baron Cohen. They thought it was a wind up, and it was him. Done about 20 minutes or so. It's crazy times. It was so damn good. And you're sitting there going, what the hell? Sacha Baron Cohen's on our stage. It's like, and I don't want to be filming that. I want to be experiencing it, and so that's, I think, is a sensible move that they're doing that. There's so many downsides of someone recording. We do have all our glasses, as you can see, it's gone frosty now, but branded. I'll get one that's not frosty. God blimey. I drink my beer from a wine glass. It's my particular trait. But look, they're nice quality glasses, quite thin, not too long a stem, because we did have a long stem one. I was breaking so many. I was breaking 30 glasses a week. But they're a really nice glass. I like them. We drink out of these at home if I'm not using my hand-blown Villeroy and Bosch ones, which I really like. With wine, if you have a terrible glass, like a thick, small jam jarry type glass, even a good wine tastes terrible out of a bad glass. But a mediocre or okay wine can taste really good out of a good glass. A good glass to me is essential. Same as our beer glasses, I'll get one of them out. We always serve our beer from a cold glass, 100%, our white wine, cold glass. I can't stand it when I go to a pub and it's a warm glass and it's sitting there, room temperature, can't bear it. I go around and make sure the staff feel the glasses, make sure they're nice and cold, put them away if they're not. So there's a nice beer glass, and we have middies and pints. Ah, here we go. Now, these are my old glasses for vodka and those sort of things. They stopped making them. It's a shame because I like the glass. The reason they stopped making them, I reckon, was because we never broke them. They're indestructible, right? But so to me, I think they just got rid of them. But now we have, they're nice. They're not printed on. Because I don't think the printing would work on that sort of ribbed thing. It may do. I might try and get them to do it. I know the printers pretty well. I do like to see everything logo branded where possible. Glasses are important. Well, everything's important. When Chris Rock came over a few years back, he had the same thing, but he didn't have the pouches and that, but he just said no photography, no nothing, so I think we've got a photograph somewhere there of Chris Rock. We just didn't want to risk upsetting him, because these people, these stars, if you promise them, you have to say, I'm not telling anybody, because obviously you could go like that and you could sell bloody 1,000 tickets on the strength of that. And if they found out you'd done that or word got out, they would just look around. Nah, that was the same in New York when we went to the Comedy Cellar there. Anyone got their phone out. When I went, there wasn't Seinfeld on there. There was just regular acts. They were very good. But even then, anyone gets their phone out, there's security there, and they don't mess around. Not, oh, sir, would you mind putting your phone away? It's like, mate, grab, phone them out. Out they go. I don't think we need to do that. But in the same instance, if a star doesn't want filming done, we would make sure that there's no one out there trying to film their material, unless they insisted on it all going into those pouches. But yeah, it's not something I want to really do. If someone approaches, yes, we do it, of course, but it's not really on the radar for us to do it at the moment. Look at our tiny menu for food. We are going to upgrade it soon, but chips, pretty much. Pizzas are really good. I would say out of the pizzas I've tried, I haven't had a better pizza in Western Australia than we serve here. The guys that make the pizzas are literally a couple of Italian guys, and it's all that, their hand, whatever, they get the dough, and then I can only imagine they're all sitting there giving it all that, throwing them up in the air and that. We don't do a lot, but what we do, we like it to be nice. I think you'll find if you try the food or the wine or the beer, it's nice food, wine and beer. This is our pizza oven. That's such a cool thing. That's a real well-made oven, that one. Australian-made cook-on, really good oven. Gets the pizzas really nice and hot, go super high temperature, super fast. That's going to have to go soon because we tried to do toasted sandwiches, didn't take off. Yeah, just a nice clean kitchen. Oh, that's it. We just started putting chips in these things rather than the cardboard, and they look really nice in there, like little ice cream cones, with chips. Everything's got to be clean. There's the gas bottles we looked at earlier. So the cool room. That's it. That's your beer system. So your basics, your beer. It all goes through this super chiller. So beer, got alcohol in it. You can go below freezing and it won't freeze. But if you get a light beer, sort of 3.5, or something that's not a mid-strength, if you go too low, freezes in the pipes. It's a real nuisance when that does happen. But that's how the beer goes. So the kegs gets put onto there, and then it all goes through this fob system. It's really civilized, honestly. I think an Aussie guy, I'll think of his name another time. He's an Aussie guy, local guy, invented this system. It's fantastic. It's really top notch. It takes a lot of ingenuity to work this out because you can waste so much money with beer. Every time you clean the beer lines, everything else, you've got to flush through the system. It's such an expensive hobby. There's some really, really good acts that are making crazy sales, selling big venues out that haven't gone through the normal apprenticeship, which is stand-up comedy, which has always been start out with your 5 minutes, get better, do a bit longer, keep getting better, and then after 7 to 10 years, you would be a reasonably competent act. I think that social media has made some stars that may not have been stars as fast as they've been stars, but they don't see. Our comedy audiences are educated, and they're used to seeing the sort of to a lot of the locals. They've seen the sort of journey of progression from them, you know, over 7 to 10 years, getting really good, and then and they understand. But people on that don't come to comedy clubs, that only go to the Regal to see, big stars, or or the Arena, they don't know that this is the breeding ground, and the apprenticeship is from these places. For 99.9% of talent comes through clubs, which always does surprise me, that when I speak to some acts, I won't mention any names, but you speak to acts and they can't wait to, they don't want to play clubs anymore. They only want to play theatres, and I suppose it's an ego thing. It's obviously a money thing, but it's it's a bit of a slap in the face to clubs when I've supported these acts. A lot of these acts that are stars now were, as everyone is at one stage, pretty crap